Knowsley Road for some pre-match entertainment this afternoon before the Challenge Cup quarter-final encounter, of course, between St. Helens and Doncaster. We have the St. Helens Crusaders junior club taking to the field, under-8s, and it will be quite fascinating to see how these youngsters are going to perform on this rather large pitch. Okay, the two sides. The red team, Mark Platt at number 1. On the wing in 2 is Philip Hassan. 3 is Richard Atherton. 4, Craig Harper. On the wing in 5, Thomas Spencer. 6 is Daniel Slater. 7, Philip McSpirit. The prop is Michael Hilditch. 9, Lee Fairhurst. Number 10 is James Milligan. 11, Paul Rugby. 12, Graham Horton. And 13 is Christopher Heaton. Number 14, Adam Dingsdale. The red team, Tom Moffat is the full-back. On the wing in 2 is Craig Whitten. The centres are Mike Pickering and Sean Milligan. On the wing in 5 is Craig Maloney. Number 6, Ashley Megan. 7 is David Hull. Prop at number 8 is Daniel Jones. The hooker, Adam Hughes. The prop at 10 is James Graham. Second row, Andrew Miller and Mark Beach. And the loose forward is Mike Whitley. Well, the two respective captains, Mike Whitley and James Milligan, decide who's going to be kicking which way. And this one is just about ready to get underway. It'll be Milligan to start up this under-8s Crusaders match. There we have Craig Maloney diving on the ball inside the 20-metre mark. Here's the hooker, Adam Hughes. Offloads well to the prop forward, James Graham. And Graham making a wonderful break down that right flank. Eventually held up by James Milligan, but a wonderful break down that right centre channel there by the prop forward. And here's a pacey, barging run from Daniel Jones up to the halfway mark. So a bright opening here from the red team. This is Andrew Miller. He'll take play inside the blue team half of the field. Well, I don't think Craig Maloney was quite ready for that one. But here we go again, and a wonderful bit of pace offered by the standoff Ashley Megan. Megan is held up again by James Milligan. Good bit of defence there, but a bit of freedom now for David Hull. Hull going all the way around the outside. Hull is going for the line here. And a wonderful tackle from Lee Fairhurst. What a marvellous darting little break down that right centre channel there, causing problems at the back for the blue team. But they survive, and they're coming away with it now. Good defensive work, held up just outside the posts, a couple of metres out. Good little run there from Andy Miller. Here's the prop forward, Daniel Jones, being brought to ground 6 metres out from their own line. They'll start up a new operation here. This is the hooker, Adam Hughes. Hughes is held up, 10 out from his own line. Scrum half David Hull is involved. They'll take play out to the right flank now, and a wonderful pacey little break down the right side of the field by James Graham. This is Mark Beach. Beach eluding one challenge, darting down the right flank, and a lot of freedom here. He's going to go for the line. Mark Beach is going to go all the way here. What a remarkable tackle. Unbelievable. Superb tackle there from Christopher Heaton. And it seems Mark Beach has picked up an injury here. Almost making the line, but a last-ditch tackle there from Chris Heaton, saving the red team from a certain 4-pointer. Wonderful stuff here. Here's Adam Hughes, a little bit untidy, ball bobbling to ground. Presumably we'll have a knock-on. That'll be Tom Mowat to start things up here. Again, keen, decisive defence. The ball has gone to ground. The blue side impeding. The red side will start things up again here. Nice little break there from Richard Atherton. Taking play up to the 20, a really bright opening here. And here we go again. Safety scrum back. Scrum cap rather for the youngster there. That's Tom Mowat. This is Sean Milligan. He's taken out by Philip McSpirit. Good defence. Coaches for the respective sides this afternoon, Andy Fairhurst and Steve Hull. And both have sons playing. Had a marvellous record this season, the under-8 Crusaders side. Played 19 games and won 19 games. 100% record. And, well, showing evidence perhaps why. A lot of talent out there. And here we go again. Lee Fairhurst starting things up. Another keen offensive movement from Richard Atherton. So, still 0-0. This is Thomas Spencer, almost eluding the challenge there of James Graham. Didn't quite come off. Play just inside the red team's half of the field. Elusive little run now from Daniel Slater. Slater inside blue team territory, brought down. Good defensive work from Andrew Miller. Who's going to get the first points in this one? Very tight, close encounter we've got here at Knowsley Road for you. The red team making ground with Milligan. Milligan inside the 20. Milligan's going to go all the way to the line. Oh, wonderful score. Super score from James Milligan. Took it from the 20 mark, found the available space out wide, and touchdown. So the first big four of the afternoon. And James Milligan touching down for the Crusaders red team. Conversion, of course, on such a large pitch will be taken from in front of the posts. And indeed, the try scorer will be the man to attempt to add a couple more here. The Reds 4, the Blues 0. Milligan will prepare to add a couple more here. Plenty to play for still in this one, early stages, of course. Milligan will take his time with this one. In front of the posts. 6 metres out. He composes himself. He'll step up. Oh! Pops it over with some aplomb. Wonderful little kick there from Milligan, and he makes his 4 points into 6. So the Reds 6, the Blues 0. Bright stuff here at Knowsley Road. The curtain raiser to the Challenge Cup quarter-final. St. Helens, Doncaster coming up shortly. The Blues kick off in the shape of Adam Hughes. Hughes is immediately bundled to ground by the Reds trio. This is David Hull. He'll offload the ball. And away come the Blues again. Well, he's running a little bit in the wrong direction there was Craig Maloney, but he kept hold of the ball, kept his composure. This is Hull again. Hughes involved. And it seems just a little bit of an injury here to one of the youngsters. He's going to have a little bit of medicine perhaps and start up again. The Blues, of course, keen to get on with things here. They find themselves 6 points to 0 in arrears in the early stages. And they'll be keen to get themselves back into the red team territory. David Hull prepares to start things up here. Away we go again. It's good defence. The standoff, Ashley Megan bundled to ground by his opposite number. Hull involved again. He's featured early on. Here's the centre, Sean Milligan. Good little work from Milligan. He's brought down by Tom Mowat. David Hull will feature again. This is the prop forward, Daniel Jones. Jones with a pacey, determined run forward. He's brought down by his opposite number, Daniel Jones. Or rather, Michael Hilditch. And the kick through from the prop, James Milligan. Or rather, James Graham. So, bright stuff, 6-0. This is Mark Platt. And the red team substitute, Adam Dingsdale, it seems. Rather difficult to tell. But we're trying our best here. Here's Lee Fairhurst, hopefully. He'll offload to Tom Spencer. Spencer with a little bit of pace, but he takes play out. and the blue team will retrieve possession here, so they'll have a set of 6 to offer some offence. Scrum down. David Hull will be the man to feed the scrum here. All important that they gain possession, 6 points in arrears. Well, have the red team turn that round. Bit of a free-for-all. Eventually, Ashley Megan collects the ball. David Hull will feature again. That's a nice little pass, offloading in the tackle there from Sean Milligan. Didn't quite come off, but the idea was there. Here's the wingman. This is Philip Hassan. Hooker, Lee Fairhurst. He'll play the ball to the prop, Mike Hilditch. Hilditch in turn will find James Milligan. Milligan will find Daniel Slater. And Slater, with some pace and some ingenuity, he'll approach the 20-metre mark. Meanwhile, Philip McSpirit takes to the field again, and the red teams threaten again, already 6 points ahead here. The centre, Richard Adderton, is brought down just outside the blue team's 20 mark. But danger here for the Crusaders' blue side. Another good break from the number 14 for the Reds. This is Fairhurst. He will find McSpirit. McSpirit going a long way around. He's through the challenge of Mike Whitley. Back inside, but the available cover converged. Good attempt, though, from Philip McSpirit. Well, the referee's stepping in here. And the red team will have another go. Here's the hooker, Lee Fairhurst. Good defence. It'll be the turnover, started up here by Mark Platt. A bit of treatment being offered just before we resume this most entertaining encounter here this afternoon, as the Crusaders blue side make a couple of metres in the shape of Craig Whitten. They'll start things up again with David Hull. Now they really do need to start to get themselves inside red team territory, 6 points in arrears. Vitally important that they really start to perhaps offer the kicking game, get themselves up the field a little bit. The Reds are really starting to take a hold on this one. And this scrum goes their way. They really are in a positive attacking position. The referee not entirely happy with the scrum. We'll have another go here. And the Reds turning the scrum round. And gets a little bit untidy, but the red team have possession. Danger here for the Blues. Again, going the long way round, off, handing off 1 or 2 there. It was good work from Fairhurst, I think, or rather Daniel Slater. Here's the wingman, Hassan. Good pace offered. Again, going the long way round. He can make the line here. Wonderful defence. Really needed to be a good challenge at the back there for the Blues, and indeed it was. But still danger. Here's the number 14. I believe it's Adam Dingsdale. Didn't quite make the line with that pacey, positive run. And the Blues, with some relief, can start all over again here, but they really must start to make some ground. Already 6 points in arrears, but they gain possession. Good defence immediately from the Reds. And away go the blue side again. Now then, this looks a positive break from inside his own 20 mark. Wonderful stuff here from Graham. Graham could go all the way here. Graham will go all the way. Wonderful, wonderful score this will be. Ah, that was an absolute dream. Wonderful try, James Graham. He picked the ball up inside his own 20, darted through the defensive cover and, quite frankly, decimated the opposition. Wonderful score. And James Graham has put an entirely different complexion on this one. Scoreline now 6-4, and the Blues have a golden opportunity to make it level. It's James Graham will be the man to take the kick. Oh, didn't quite manage to get that one on target. Got the direction, but couldn't quite get the lift. Scoreline remains the Reds 6, the Blues 4. Marvellously entertaining stuff from the Crusaders. As mentioned, unbeaten this season in the under-8s competition. And we're underway again with the centre, Richie Atherton. Atherton is held up, made some good meters. The hooker Fairhurst wants to get on with things. That's good defence. Wonderful tackle from Mowat, bringing down Paul Rigby. But the Reds come back again. This is the centre, Craig Harper. Harper, 10 metres inside the blue team territory. Here's the loose forward, Chris Heaton. Heaton now, good pace offered, through the available cover, and Heaton will make the 20 here, through the challenge of James Graham, and eventually bundled to ground. Wonderful stuff there. Heaton really offering the required pace and commitment with that one. Now there's some danger. Good defence, good tackle. Here's Dingsdale. He's held up 7 metres out, centre field. Danger here for the Blues. Now then, opportunity out wide. It's going to be another score. Oh, would you believe it? I don't think Phil Hassan is going to be too pleased with that one. Got within range and was tackled, dropping the ball. And the Blues, well, taken out there was Andy Miller, trying to find some freedom out wide on the right flank. Didn't quite come off. He was bundled into touch. And the red teams will have another golden opportunity here to grab themselves some more points. Already 6-4 in the lead. An attempt there from Phil McSpirit to feed the scrum rather early. The referee wasn't ready. Well, second row, you might say. Got away with it. McSpirit brought down. Here's the hooker Fairhurst. Daniel Slater. Wonderful little break. But a super tackle coming in from David Hull. Referee blows the whistle for half-time. Wonderful action here at Knowsley Road this afternoon from the St. Helens Crusaders. All started up for the Reds with James Milligan. He grabbed a big 4 early on, converted the score, and then we had that most magnificent break from inside his own 20 from James Graham. A remarkable score running the length of the pitch, beating the blanket defence of the Reds. He touched down, couldn't better it, but it's all set up very nicely for the second half. Half-time score here at Knowsley Road, Crusaders Red 6, Crusaders Blue 4. Well, after the half-time interval, the players have got themselves ready and fired up for this second half. 6-4, the Crusaders Reds lead. 2 marvellous scores in that first half. The only difference between the two sides was the conversion from James Milligan. All to play for in this second half here. Really should be quite fascinating to see how this develops. Away we go again. Well, that's bobbled rather eventually, rather kindly perhaps for the Reds. No, it seems a knock-on. What's the referee going to decide? Well, they decide perhaps it was a knock-on, and time now for Graham to make another break down this left flank. Graham, of course, already has scored a big 4. This is Miller. Miller is brought down. Keen defensive work. Here's the hooker, Adam Hughes. Hughes will find Hull. Hull will make some metres forward up to the 20 mark. And the red team, they converge, hold up the offence. We'll start again here. This is Adam Hughes. He'll offload to Ashley Megan. Megan well inside the red team territory. This is just what the Blues needed at the start of this second half. And we have Craig Hutton now, but he's brought to ground. But a very positive opening here for the Blues. Now then, second rower, Beach. Beach with a pace. Beach going for the line here. But the red team trio converge. Good defensive work. Beach inside of the line. Another chance here. This is Andy Miller. Miller's held up, but a good series of plays there for the blue team, making some quality yards. Approaching the red side's try line. And at 6 points to 4, this one set up very nicely indeed. The Reds will start again under some pressure in the early stages of this second half. Good defensive work from David Hull. He looks a prospect. Particularly impressed with James Graham and Milligan. But there's so much talent on show out there today. And again, here's some pace. And a lovely little jink and a turn from James Milligan. Milligan really does like the business, doesn't he? Wonderful stuff there from Milligan. Super pace, taking out 3 or 4 defenders. And the red team hit back here. 6 points to 4. Just the conversion in it. Wonderful defence from Graham. The Reds up to the halfway mark. They're going to make some yards here. This is Danny Slater. Slater brought to ground. And the referee quick to seize on the problem. It will be a penalty. Daniel Slater will start things up for the Reds. They're starting to assert some authority here. And the blue team's defence equal to the task. Just outside the 20-metre mark now, the Reds. Danger for the Blues. Good pace. Eluding a couple of challenges. Going the long way round here. It's good work from McSpirit. This is Dingsdale. Dingsdale now. Inside the blue team 20. He's through 1, 2, 3. Still going, Dingsdale. Brought down eventually. Ball bobbles free. The blue team retrieve. Oh. Well, it's all happening here in this Crusaders match. Wonderful entertainment as we await the main event of the afternoon. Here's the second rower, Mark Beach. He's brought down under some heavy challenges from the red side. They want to keep hold of this 6-4 lead. Adam Hughes start things up. This is Andy Miller. Miller through 1, bundled to ground eventually. But a good positive barging run there from Andy Miller. Here's the prop forward, Danny Jones. Jones now into the offensive line. He's held up. Again, quality defensive work. The blue team certainly coming back into this one. This is Hull. He's through 1, 2, 3, still going. Hull now. Oh. Seemed perhaps a little bit of a high challenge there from Milligan. And has the referee spotted it? It seems so. So the blue team will continue with this offence. This is Hull again. Oh, wonderful run this. Still going, Hull. Wants to offload in the tackle. Didn't have the support, but he's brought down. 11 metres out from the red team line. They really are threatening now, the Blues. The red team clinging on to this slender 6 points to 4 advantage. Can the blue team get over for another 4? Wonderful barging little break forward there for the Blues. But the red team cover well. Good stuff from the loose forward, Mike Whitley. But here's another opportunity. Desperately keen to get this 4. Here's the second row, Miller. Miller going for the line. Oh, super defence. Needed to be. Miller showing the required pace there, almost making the line. But the red team's defence holding firm. Wonderful stuff here this afternoon. St. Helens Crusaders, red team 6 points to 4 ahead. But the Blues are doing all the pressing here, and they're looking desperately for this try. And indeed they're in. Can't quite make out who grabbed that one, but it's been threatening for quite some time now. Marvellous score from the scrum on the dummy side. And the Blues have grabbed the all-important big four. They moved 8 points to 6 in the lead. And an opportunity here for James Graham to make it 10 points to 6. It's been certainly threatening play from the Blues. They've been looking like scoring in the second period. But again, Graham can't quite convert it. And this one, wonderfully poised, just 2 points in it. The red team certainly starting this one up with some passion. They opened the scoring, they established a 6-point advantage. But from then on in, the Blues have looked the tidier outfit. And they now hold the advantage of 2 points, but still all to play for. Here's Milligan, the try scorer. Milligan through one. He'll go around the centre, Milligan. Eventually brought down by David Hull. He's had a super game. Lovely pace from McSpirit, jinking and twisting through the challenges, almost making the 20 mark. They'll be desperately keen to get play inside the 20 mark here. Here's the big prop forward, Hilditch. Hilditch with pace. Hilditch still going, but eventually brought to ground. Super stuff from the prop. Here we go again. Dingsdale. Oh, so close, but good defence from the Blues. And they will retrieve possession, it seems. Or rather, the Reds still have possession, and they'll have another opportunity here. This really has been a wonderful, wonderful encounter. The Reds are hitting back now after the Blue side have taken a 2-point lead. There's the turnover, some relief for the Blue side. They can start up again here. Good work from Miller. Eluding 2-3 challenges, still going Miller, but he's brought down by James Milligan. This is the hooker, Adam Hughes. He will find James Graham. Graham looking to grab another 4. Graham still going, such a determined player. Very difficult to bring down. This is Hughes. Little bit of freedom now for the second rower, Beach. Beach has some support in the shape of Whitley, but he's going alone. Mark Beach going for the line. He's still going here. He's going to make the line, but a super tackle. An absolute dream of a tackle by Philip Hassan. What a brilliant break there from Beach. Here's the second row up. Andy Miller. Miller held up just a couple metres short. Danger again for the red team. And they again converge on the blue team's attack. And the Reds regather possession. It was very important they did. They've got to make a lot of ground and get themselves into the blue territory. At this point, the scoreline, Crusaders red 6, Crusaders blue 8. Here we go again. Super pace offered. Got themselves outside the 20-metre mark there, the Reds. And they'll have another go. But the Blues defending their lead with some passion. Tommy Spencer brought down. And the Reds will be most keen to get on with the first here. Spencer will start things up. Here is Fairhurst. That's good defensive work from the loose forward, Mike Whitley. But the Reds must make some ground, must get inside the opposition territory. It's good work here from Slater. Slater still going. Slater up to the halfway mark and brought down. So the Reds threatening again. Just can't predict which way this one's going to end up. Keenly contested. Well, the kick. Hull has got it covered. Gathers inside his own 20 mark, takes play up to the 20. The red team cover well, good defence. And the Blues have another opportunity here. Good work from Graham. He'll be bundled to ground. Hooker, Adam Hughes. And again, solid challenge, holding up that play. The Blues will be quite content to keep hold of the ball here. The hard work perhaps has been done. They just need to keep things tidy. The fullback, Tommy Mowat, start things up. Now then, bit of freedom. Lovely little break down the left flank. Wonderful pass in the tackle there from Mike Pickering. And James Graham is brought to ground. Here's the hooker, Adam Hughes. He'll find David Hull. Again, a clever, intuitive little kick through. But James Milligan will gather. Milligan is certainly a threat. Milligan has gone through 2, 3, 4 challenges, but David Hull affects the tackle. That's good work, Hull. Here's Lee Fairhurst. He'll play the ball to Paul Rigby. Rigby straight into the thick of the action there. Brought down by some solid defence from the Blues. Time certainly running out here for the Reds. What can they conjure up in the closing stages as Rigby makes another penetrating break forward inside the Blue territory? Here's the loose forward, Chris Heaton. Heaton through one challenge, still going, brought down. Wanted to offload in the tackle, but the Blue team wouldn't allow. He'll start up this new operation. Hooker, Lee Fairhurst involved. A little bit of freedom here for the Reds, but the centre, Craig Harper, bundled to ground by Mike Whitley. And the Reds will have another go here. Super defence from James Graham. Brought down Mark Platt there with a wonderful challenge. Here's Dingsdale. Good defence again from the Blues. They want to hold on to this slender lead. Crusaders red 6, Crusaders blue 8. The chip over the top. Hull is in a very good position to cover that one. And he'll pick it up and make some precious meters. But the Blues really have performed well here. They went down early on to the try from Milligan. From then on in, they've hit back. Couple of good tries, particularly the one in the first half from James Graham, which really was quite a dream. Picking the ball up in his own 20 and making the line. A marvellous score. Meanwhile, Ashley Megan picks up. Sees a bit of freedom down the right flank, but a good challenge from Hassan. The Reds have possession. Possibly the last chance to get anything from this one. Most important that they grab possession at this scrum. Not a lot left on the clock here. Referee wants Phil McSpirit to have another go there. He'll do so, comes away with it. But David Hull pouncing to make the challenge. And the Reds will have another go. Oh, big defence, David Hull. Super challenge. He brought down Tommy Spencer there. Spencer will start things up. Hooker, Lee Fairhurst involved. McSpirit will have a chance here. Taps it to himself. Inside the 20. Little bit of freedom on the outside. McSpirit. Can he make the line? Wonderful defence, Hull. Oh, David Hull's had a marvellous game here this afternoon. He's offered some quality attacking play, and his defence has been most impressive. A little bit of an injury picked up. The scoreline remains Crusaders red 6, Crusaders blue 8. And the closing stages here. Seems Dingsdale picked a little bit of a knock, but he's okay. Taps to himself. Through the cover. Dingsdale going for the line. Hull is there again. Hull the saviour. But again, the Reds are threatening. Heaton involved. Almost making the line, but again, the blue team defence so aware. Well, breathtaking stuff at Knowsley Road. Crusaders under 8s have really provided some marvellous entertainment. And what a twist in the tale we have here. A penalty has been given to the red team in the final moments, and it'll be an opportunity here, a pressure kick for Milligan. If he can pop this over, it's going to be level. Here we go. Oh! Didn't quite get the power behind that one. The direction was there, but he couldn't quite pop it over, and I feel now that the blue team have, in fact, gained a memorable win. Well, a lot of freedom for Andy Miller. He'll appreciate that. Miller's gone from the 20 to halfway. Super play, brought down just inside red team territory. The Blues finishing with a flourish here. Really perform well. Now then, he's here again. It's Graham, or rather, it's Beach. Super tackle. Beach there with a lot of freedom. Here's the hooker, Hughes. He'll find the loose forward, Whitley. Whitley, good work, Whitley. Still going, but he's brought down. And the blue team finishing this one with the required commitment. Here's the fullback, Mowat. Mowat will offload. Danger. Beach going for the corner. Wonderful score, Beach. Oh, super try for Mark Beach. That will finish off the red team. A marvellous, marvellous score from Mark Beach. He saw the gap. Just a glimmer of an opportunity on the left flank. He found it. Touchdown in the corner. That will make the scoreline Crusaders red 8, Crusaders blue 12, and an opportunity here for James Graham to add a couple more. Well, again, couldn't quite pop that one over. Good attempt. So, it looks as though the Blues have grabbed the victory here. Brave attempt from the Reds. And the whistle goes. Well, what a marvellous encounter this has been. The Reds from Crusaders taking an early lead with a wonderful James Milligan score. He bettered it, but James Graham really with the try of the match, picking the ball up in his own 20 and darting through the cover and touching down under the posts. The second half really did belong to the Blues, and they finish up winning this one by 12 points to 8. Mark Beach settling the scores, and the blue team now and the red team will take a well-noted lap of honour. Well, Andy Miller just taking a little bit of a dive there, but he picks himself up, continues with this lap of honour, and receiving warm applause here from the popular side. A really marvellous exhibition of junior rugby from the St.Helens Crusaders, and the St. Helens faithful with some kind applause. And the young centre, Sean Milligan. That's a particular cheer. And Craig Whitten running down the touchline there, along with little Richie Atherton. Thoroughly enjoyable exhibition of under-8 rugby league here at Knowsley Road this afternoon. It ended with a narrow victory for the Blues by 12 points to 8. We've had an entertaining encounter here this afternoon. The St. Helens Crusaders no doubt will continue their winning form when they get back to competitive league action next week. We've thoroughly enjoyed the occasion with them here, and this is Neil Johnson wishing you a very good afternoon. My thanks also go to Bernard Platt, our cameraman stroke professional photographer, and this is Broadcast State Sports wishing you a very good afternoon. Bye bye for now.